Hello, folks. My name is Michael Pastor, and I'll be your instructor this summer for the course Math 130 Fundamentals of Reasoning. This is our Canvas course page, but let's back up a few and let me just go over how you would access our Canvas page in case you're not aware. So what you'll do is you'll navigate to Google on any browser and type in Virginia Western Community College. Look for this thing here. Let's click on the Virginia Western link and we'll come to the new website. What you're going to do is you're going to select My VWCC, hit Canvas. There's some links there that you can look at that are interesting, and we come and we load into Canvas. You would have had to put in your password and your login, your VCCS login and password to get here. Back there, mine automatically did since it was still fresh. So you end up in a place here where you have a dashboard, and it'll have your classes. Before we scroll down, just mention here that anybody wants to get a COVID vaccine who hasn't been vaccinated, this is a great opportunity right here. So check this out on your Canvas site if you want to make an appointment to get a COVID vaccine. So let's scroll down here and we'll see that there's some other classes here that I taught previously, but I'm only teaching one class this summer, and that's this one, Math 130. So we're going to select it, and here we are. This is where we were before. I'm going to put this in student view. So it'll look the same as what you see in your screens. So when you're here, you have two buttons. You can enter the course by pressing this button, but you have two buttons on the left and right of this. One is Canvas info. This will give you a link to some Canvas help screens and some tutorials if you want to access that. And here is student resources. There's another link to all this information inside the course management site too. So if we're going to enter this, we could just press the enter button, or we could hit select modules, for example. But I'm going to hit the enter course button here. And as you will see, the way I set things up, very, very, very Spartan. If it's not absolutely necessary, I don't like to stick it in here. And I have things separated in these modules. They're not teaching modules, but they're modules associated with the sort of things you do. So we begin here with Start Here. And I have the syllabus here. You can click here, and there's another link to my email. Email is a good way to get in touch with me. I have right at the top of this Start Here, I have the exam schedule. And you can see when we have exams, we're going to have something due every weekend. Now, not every exam is equal. The main exams are the midterm and the final. They're worth the most points. But we have these other exams. We call them preliminary exams or practice exams. They're worth some points. They're kind of like your graded homework component. So there's 6 of those total, and 2 of these major exams. Okay, I'm back out, and we look over here on the left. There are some menu buttons you can press over here. Modules takes you to these modules here. If I press home, we will jump back to their home screen here. And we can always click modules again and jump back to these modules in here. Zoom is where I would set up some Zoom sessions if we were going to have a reoccurring Zoom session. I don't have plans for that right now for this class, but who knows, maybe in the future. BrainFuse Tutoring is 24/7 tutoring that you can participate in, and collaborations is a way you guys can work together with different Office and Google applications. Of course, here's a grades button. This is a real-time grades are always set up, so whenever I see your grade and post it to the grade book, you'll be able to access it and you can watch your grade in real time here. Let's jump to our syllabus. Okay, so this is a PDF of the syllabus. My office is unavailable right now due to COVID. Again, here's my email. So another location where my email is located. It's the best way to get in touch with me. We can interact with each other via email. We can also open up a, a Zoom session, personal Zoom session, if you want to do that. Um, This is our suggested text. I have suggested homework assignments out of this text. So if you want to use that, have access to those problems, then easy access and pick up the text. You might also want to pick up well, you need to have a way to access the internet, obviously. And you need to have a way to scan documents, put them in a PDF file, so that you could submit them to me, because that's what your submissions are all going to be, just PDF files. So there'll be PDF files that are composed of a number of pictures, usually pages of an exam. You might also want to pick up a calculator. That'll be useful. Keep in mind, if there are any makeup tests that have to be done, they'll be done in the testing center in the library, and you'll have to follow probably some mask requirements. I'm not sure if that's still in place or not. But one thing that there's not allowed is cell phones in the testing center. Okay, so as far as attendance goes, what I have to do is I have to monitor the first couple assignments. So the first 2 weeks, I'll be monitoring the assignments, and if you don't turn in those assignments, that'll be taken as an indication you're not attending class. So make sure you turn in those first couple assignments, because you can get automatically dropped from the class. I will be creating videos and posting videos. There's a lot of videos already posted on the Canvas site that I've already set up for this class. So that'll be the main area where you pick up information or lectures. And again, the exams, we will have a number of exams. So we have what I call these preliminary exams. Each of them are worth 100 points. And with those exams, I will have you self-grade them, which means you'll work on the exam during the week, and then before the weekend, I will post an answer key to the exam, and you can grade the exam, see how you did. So the idea here is you want to practice your exam taking skills on these preliminary exams, because they're a similar format and a style as the midterm exam. So, and we will see, well, I'll talk more about that later. So grading scale is here. Don't cheat. You need to get a C or better in the class if this is going to be prerequisite. But I don't think this is a prerequisite for a lot of classes. But these are the chapter topics in our text that we will be following this semester. And again, this is the exam schedule. So the way this will work is this weekend, actually Sunday. By Sunday night, you'll have to submit your graded exam that is currently already posted in the Canvas site down below. And then I will record the grade in the grade book. But that procedure will be done for this first exam, Chapter 2 and 3 exam, and Chapter 4 exam. And then on Chapter 5, when we cover it, there won't be an exam. But then all these 5 chapters will be on a comprehensive midterm that will be due on the 20th of June. And the way that usually works is I will open that exam up on Friday, and you have the weekend to work on it. This is set up so that we don't have any work over July 4th weekend. So the same procedure then is followed for chapters 6 through 11. And then the final exam covers chapters 6 through 11, comprehensive. So that's how the class is set up, and you can browse this. You can browse the syllabus and look at some details on your own time. So clicking on this class notes link brings you to the notes for the lecture, and you can access those by clicking this link button. It'll take you to a link to the notes saved on the Virginia Western cloud site. And there's also a PDF here of a previous class that you can look through all the notes for all the chapters if you so desire. Come down here, we got videos. They're broken up into chapters. For example, if you look at chapter 1, there are YouTube videos then created for each of the sections that we cover in class. So you can look through those, and the tests are all broken down into chapters, and they're associated with the chapters listed here. Now there's practice problems, practice homework problems you can work, and if you click on one of these, for example, chapter 1, you'll see that they're just suggested ungraded homework problems that you can work on for additional practice. And each chapter has a number of suggested homework problems. Finally, down here is all graded assignments. Now, if anybody is interested in working ahead, let me know, because I have the exams set up all the way through all the chapters, and I can turn them on. But typically what I do is I'll turn these on Monday, a new test on Monday. And if you click here, you'll see this is that there's a little spiel, a little instruction set you can read on your own time. Now, what I want you to do is you'll download this test or hand copy it if you don't want to print it out, and work through this test. And the best approach here is to work through it as if it's an actual test, actual exam. So you might want to study ahead of time before you do this, so you can get good practice. Then once you're finished, I will have a answer key that I will post directly underneath this. And what I want you to do is self-grade your exam, then go through and grade the problems and set yourself a grade. And I want you to write your grade right up here at the top of your page, and then you'll submit it to me. So you'll take the exam, then you'll take pictures. Typically, this is what most students do, take pictures of one picture per page of your exam. Then you'll scan those into a program that sets them up into a PDF. So you'll have this set up into a large 3-page PDF file, and then you'll click here the Start Assignment when you're ready, and it's just a simple matter of clicking Choose File, just like you're attaching files to an email, and you'll submit that PDF to me. Now keep in mind, you have to have a PDF file, and you only get one attempt to submit these. So you can only submit one file, one PDF file. So if you have 3 PDFs, you're going to have to download an app that'll combine those 3 PDFs into a single PDF. And that's a pretty easy download. It doesn't take that much time to do something like that. When I was called on to do that with some PDFs, I was able to find that and download it and combine everything into a PDF in under 5 minutes. So that's my quick overview of our Canvas class management site. If you have questions, certainly send me an email message. Keep in mind, this is set up so that every week is that we do the same things over and over and over again. So you're not going to have to hunt around where any of your assignments are. Your assignments will always appear here. They're always official assignments. So these assignments can be set into your calendar or on to-do list inside of Canvas, because they're actually official Canvas assignments. So each week you can browse through the class notes, watch the videos, maybe do these at the same time. You can actually download the notes and go through them and add notes, additional annotations to your notes as you watch the videos. Work some practice problems, then work through the exam. Then come Friday, grade the exam, and the exams are always due by end of the day on Sunday night. So this is May 30th. So it's a lot of stuff to do, but it's going to be the same thing over and over and over again. And you have to be a little proactive and on top of it. But it's not that big a deal. All right, well, that's all I have time for, and I will talk to you later.